And welcome again, dear friends, to Fresh Bread. Reverend Phil Anderson here with you, pastor of Oakland and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Churches here in the capital city of Topeka, Kansas. It is Friday, June the 9th, 2023. So we're at the end of the work week. Hope you're having a good day, good week. Got a little bit warm on us this week, starting to feel like summer. And just wanted to continue this series today on why we do what we do, what we're doing, these types of things. And I want to tell you today a little bit about why I'm doing what I'm doing. So the calling of God is not always going to be evident in our lives at the very outset. And I believe that is absolutely the case with me. There were very little directions that I had, that these were things that God had like a step-by-step program for me to accomplish. Not at all. It was simply walking by faith through the doors that were being opened and really praying to the Lord to strengthen me and to encourage me. And the interesting thing I want to tell you this tonight or today is God sometimes equips us as we are going. I believe He does that most of the time. He doesn't, I don't think, often give us all of our equipment, let's say, before we get onto the field. He'll give it to us as we need it. He'll give it to us as we ask for it. And the thing about the ministry is that we're serving, I feel like in my ministry, my biggest desire is to serve Christ with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, with all my strength. So everything I have physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I want it to go into the ministry. And that's really the goal. And sometimes there's boundaries that have to be maintained. So boundaries with work, boundaries with family especially. Got to take time for our families. And whenever I get asked the question, how are you doing with your time and how's your time with your family? And, oftentimes I say, well, I probably should spend more time. And it's on my agenda. I am so thankful that my wife, Gloria, is so supportive and that together we really do a lot of this ministry work. And again, I hate to call it work. I don't know what else to call it though. We'll just call it ministry, but she's amazing, and she has a true gift of reaching people maybe that I can't reach. Maybe I can reach people that she can't reach, and together we are able to reach a lot of people. And I think we've kind of learned that as we're doing that, we have to kind of give each other that little bit of space where they go forward and where the other of us maybe holds back, because maybe that's where their ministry is. And I could talk to you for hours about that, and I won't do it here, obviously, but I will tell you something tomorrow as we wrap this up that's kind of exciting, that I think you might be able to participate in. Anyway, so why I do it is because it is truly, I feel now, I won't even say a calling. I feel like it's my life. This is my life. This is why I'm doing it. Why do I do it? Because it's my life. I don't categorize being a pastor with working at my job, with being in the neighborhood, with being in the community, with being with my family. There is no distinction. There's no lines. There's no boundaries that separate the ministry from any other part of life. And that took a while to get to that point, to really understand that the only way that's going to happen is by total surrender to God. When I say surrender, I mean, Lord, you got it all. And it's a daily thing. But, Jesus said every day, you got to pick up your cross and follow me. It's great to pick it up on a Tuesday to follow Jesus. I grant you that. But what he's saying is you got to do it on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the next Tuesday, and it never stops. And if you know the reason that you're doing it, which is to share the love that God gave to us, to me personally, with other people, then I have total freedom. I don't have to go back and go, well, I don't know if that person really wants to hear it. Hey, if they don't want to hear it, they'll let me know. But that's not my concern. My concern is to try to relate to them, to develop a relationship with each person that I have been entrusted with, if you will. God has put certain people in my life, and even at the risk of being misunderstood sometimes, which is always a problem. I think that's one of the things the devil does is, well, you do that, they're going to think of you doing it, they're going to think you're doing this or that, or, maybe you're being weird, or you're being too, obtrusive, you're getting into their business. Well, the Holy Spirit will direct that. The Holy Spirit's going to tell us when to go forward and when to stop or when to back off. So that's really not the concern. And I believe if we're being led by the Spirit, it's just going to be natural. It'd be like going downtown in Kansas City and there's a lot of traffic, and all of a sudden the traffic stops and the green light comes on, that little white person walking, that little image comes up on the crosswalk sign, and it's time to walk across the street. I believe that's what the Holy Spirit does with us when we're witnessing to people. So why do I do it? Because it's my life. And I could not have said that 2-3 years ago, I don't think. It's all kind of happened here recently. Tomorrow I'm going to tell you about what I'm doing and what I would like to invite you to do. So make sure you come back for Fresh Bread tomorrow as we continue this discussion. Until then, have a great rest of the day here on Friday. God bless you, and we'll talk to you later.